Kim was growing up in Korea when she started playing the piano at the age of 4. Since then, she's traveled all over the world, sharing her gift with the public. The classical pianist will mark the release of her new album, Over, Above, Beyond, with an upcoming performance in San Diego. I spoke with Kim recently about her music and how she uses the piano to give hope and inspiration.
For this particular album, I was imagining I'm flying over the horizon, over, above, beyond, and I asked listeners to fly with me. And we selected pieces like inspiring for the flight, and I wanted to convey a sense of lightness and hope. And I selected pieces that have a vision of flight into this album.
That's great. So you're really taking them on a journey through this.
Exactly.
So I noticed there's a listening manual that comes with the album. How do you want people to really enjoy your music?
So for this particular album, I incorporated a visual aspect of it. So actually, in the Over, Above, Beyond concert, I will have newly commissioned illustrations with a New York-based artist, Moon Shin. So for the piece is Brahms Variations. And he created 12 different illustrations only for this piece, only based on my interpretation. And it will be projected during the concert with the art. And for the listener who cannot come to my concert, and I created Over, Above, Beyond the manual as if you bought electronic devices and how to use this CD. So what I did was, find an hour and a half from your life and imagine the visual while you listen. And later time, when you see that visual, the nature, as you take a walk, then take a picture with your phone and share hashtag Over, Above, Beyond project on his Instagram or Facebook, and that way we can actually see how everybody hear things differently.
That's great. And so the piano isn't something you just started playing yesterday. I mean, this has been a lifelong instrument for you. You started when you were just 4 years old?
Right. So it's basically, I feel like piano is an extension of my body. That earliest memory I have is playing piano. So I often say piano chose me. Any 4 years old, if you can think of them, they don't really have that, okay, I'm going to start piano right now. So I'm very lucky my parents put me into piano. And I remember that going to Piano Institute on my own at age 4, nobody pushed me to, oh, you got to play piano. I always enjoyed playing piano. At some point, I got really serious, like getting into art high school and further into this career playing professionally. But by that point, I was still enjoying. I was always that musical kid who liked to sing. And so I don't think there was definite decision that early on. But the key is keep going and keep loving. And early on, I think I knew I loved it. And still I do.
How did you evolve to that point? I mean, when you picked up the instrument at 4, you enjoy the music, you enjoy playing it, but then how did you find so much purpose in it?
Over the years of my concert careers, the most rewarding thing I found is people came up to me afterwards, you know what, I don't know how you did it, but I feel healed. I feel hope through your music, or I hope to experience that again. And your music moves me. And over the years, not the more recognition, not the competition winning, not the bigger hall, but that very comment, those collections of those people's feedback made me feel like this is why I do it. Oftentimes, I find that people are a little bit shy from the classical music, especially young generation, don't have the ample experience of more older generation would have growing up. So me coming into it, you know what, this classical music is so awesome, so much passion, so much of the human emotions, much more diverse into it. if you just come and experience, and that's why I feel like I'm a messenger. I'm kind of bringing bridge down between audience and me as a performer through classical music. And I found the way I present concert, which is with a microphone on the stage. I always tell how I feel about each music before I play. By doing it, they feel like, oh, you know, I don't have to know about any classical music. I just want to be there to share this very music together. And again, in that setting, I always say, I am mere receiver, and I don't want to just be selfish, just receiving only. So I let this music come through me, and so this can come to you.
And is that your main goal as a performer? Tell me about that.
My main goal is to become a mere cup for the music. It's not about me, it's about the music. It's about me to help, if I could, to people who listen to music. Hey, you know, everything is okay and everything will be okay. Without me telling that exactly, somehow they hear it and it feels lighter today. I think that's my job done, and that's my goal, and to keep going to help.
It sounds like you really use the piano as an instrument of hope for a lot of people. Jeeyoon Kim, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Jeeyoon Kim will be performing Sunday at 3 p.m. at the Scripps Research Institute. You can find ticket information on our website, kpbs.org.